Hi, Sagittarius. Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another bomb reading, Sagittarius. We always know because these oracle cards are here painting the picture. They are, right? Starting the picture, right? You guys ever do connect the dots, right? You know, when you're a little kid, little book here. And, but, we're connecting the dots here. We start with the moon stag and the metamorphic. But before we begin, Sagittarius, if you would like a reading with me, you can always get one. I have different readings. I still have the promotional $60 video reading. If you would like one of those, just send me your, go to the About tab on my YouTube page and have a look there. I also have psychic readings. Yes, they're turning out correct and accurate. This is really exciting for me, I have to say. And yeah, and then we have the video call readings as well. So, and for any reading, you can add on, for a limited time, you can add on $25 to have the psychic reading as well. So, yeah, let's get into this, Sagittarius. Yes. And also, if you want a free psychic reading it's for 5 minutes, right? You can get one with Mystic Sense. The link is below. You can click on that and read all about that if you would like. Yeah. Let's get into it here. We have the moon stag, as I said, and he's a beautiful animal. He really is, and he's better looking than the elk, right? They're not the same animals, but hey, the elk, he has his own kind of nobility. This is about somebody who kind of respects something, or they see that something is regal in them. Regal really means like royal. It does, right? All those names mean royal. Ray and Roy and Raina, that's my sister's name, and my grandma's name, right? They all mean royalty, right? I'm the real royalty, Sagittarius, just kidding. And and so, but this talks about somebody who like really realizes that they have some power. They have something very divine, right? Because divinity is very royal. Divinity is everything, right? So they have this power, but they are believing in the divine. And the power is really by way of divine source energy or higher consciousness, higher awareness, all right? If that's how, you guys kind of, put it into terms, right? Or, put it into words. The metamorphic card is here. Here's the moon, and the butterflies are all here flying around, but this talks about hardship and somebody being trapped, and now they are, going through this major change, really kind of to be happy and to leave this hardship. And we have to confirm it. The stress card is reversed. Somebody's coming out of stress, and the Fool is reversed too. It really means that either they felt really foolish because they weren't trusting their divine, their divine, like the divine feminine. They weren't trusting their intuition and their power. They didn't see it. It can also mean something's ending here in order to relieve stress. Yeah, there's something that was like somebody felt trapped here. They did. Yeah. And we have, and this is your person most likely, we have don't let your past hold you back, the South Node. So yeah, the South Node does deal with the past. It definitely does. And this is interesting here, right? Because the North Node now talks about fate and destiny. So this is kind of like this one kind of blurb here, or statement, kind of like refers to be aware of your astral placements, right? So you don't have things, maybe your South Node is holding you back. It could be, I'm studying astrology right now. It's far more deeper than anybody would ever think, right? And that's why if somebody says, well, I don't feel like a Sag, I feel like a Gemini, okay, they have no clue. Or those people, and that's fine if they don't have a clue, right? But I don't care for when people say, oh, that's not even real astrology, because they don't know anything about it. That's ignorance, right? Yeah, that's complete ignorance when you act like you talk with knowledge and an awareness or understanding, and you don't know squid squat, all right? So we're not talking about you, Sagittarius. No, we're not. So let's get into it, Sagittarius. And we also have show the world the real you. Well, Sagittarius are usually like that, right? But you know, these are these are cycles. Somebody's not going to let the past hold them back, and they're moving on from some hardship here. Some hard, looks like a relationship where they, or maybe they got into, it doesn't have to be, but they got into, your person or you, Sagittarius, got into some situation by not being in your power, by not being trusting divine source energy, by not trusting your intuition, and by not having higher awareness. Yes, it's really it, your higher consciousness, right? So now they're just moving out of this stressful situation, and they're not letting the past hold them back. It's almost like somebody hurt themselves here. Yeah, they hurt their life temporarily. It doesn't have to be forever, right? Or they went through something difficult because of poor choices, because of a lower awareness. Yeah, a lower consciousness. And so now don't let your past hold you back, and show the world the real you. Now somebody is being their authentic self, and that's what you're, once you raise your awareness, raise your consciousness, now you are in your higher self, and now you are able to show the world who you really are, in case you have been hiding it, or in case you have been most likely in this lower consciousness, right? The Ace of Swords is here in this, excuse me, Sagittarius, in this particular deck. It talks about somebody using their best judgment. Like, oh yeah, I know now exactly what I want. I've thought about this clear. My judgment is clear. I'm at the heart of the matter, right? Not just like, you know, oh, I made a decision and I hope it works out. No, it's not like that. And let's see what we have, Sagittarius, as well. And the Hanged Man's here. The Six of Wands. Page of Wands. Five of Cups reversed. These are all great cards, I have to say here. Oh, the Five of Swords. Okay. So, this is usually a temporary, a short-lived victory. Something's over here in this reading. Something's left behind that was where you or your person felt trapped. And I feel like this past could be kind of, well, I didn't know myself really well, so I got into this other situation, or somebody was acting, possibly your person, maybe Sagittarius, was behaving poorly. You could be saying, what's that, right? But especially these days when they support behaving poorly, you know that they're going to try to normalize a bunch of ugliness when they allow or support behaving poorly. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Okay. And we don't mean your person, Sagittarius. No, we don't. Here's your person, though. I feel like fighting for you, this Five of Swords. I feel like there's a victory and a defeat here, and I feel like it is all because somebody has raised their consciousness here. They have. It's kind of a general, and what I mean by that is, how they did this is not exactly clear, but usually, when you go through an awakening or you raise that's what this is about. It's about somebody had an epiphany or they became enlightened as to the fact that they are a divine being, and they go, why am I sitting here dealing with a stressful situation when I can really go be with Sagittarius? Somebody realizes their power here, and here they are. It's confirmed with this card. This is using your best judgment, or getting at the heart of the matter, right? With honesty and with good judgment and intelligence here, and a higher awareness here. It is. And here's the Hangman to show the higher awareness or the higher consciousness. Let's see what else we have, Sagittarius, for you guys. We have the Three of Swords here, and the swords are coming out. They are. Okay, we have courage. We do. We have the Strength card. There's love here in this reading, and in the overall energy is getting to the heart of the matter here. And that's what somebody did. When you raise your consciousness, you get to the heart of the matter. You can see things very clearly, right? Just like Johnny Nash sang in that song, which is a little bit of a reggae song. It's from the 60s. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. And he's not talking about rain. No, he's not talking about, inclement weather outside. He's not. Let's see what we got, you guys. No. And we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Something's being sacrificed here because somebody wants to be independent, and they are becoming independent. And they know what they want with this Ace of Swords. This is major clarity and focus. They know what they want because they had an epiphany. They did. And, or an enlightenment, whatever you want to call it, right? Yeah, in the Bible, they call it, an epiphany. They do. But, that's fine. We're not really here to support, or I'm just saying it's kind of a common word. It's a spiritual word, definitely, whether or not that is, at the neighborhood church or just spirituality in general, like we are speaking of here today, right? Yeah. We're not really talking about organized religion. No, we're not. Here's a 6 of Wands, Sagittarius, and this is what's helping you or what you are expecting or what you want. 9 of Cups reversed. There's a breakup in this reading. Yeah, there is. Sure is. There's a breakup here. And there's a victory. Here's the priest handing the, once again here, we're not, supporting anything like that. I'm saying what's on the card. He's giving, right, like the Hierophant kind of, but he's handing the winning wreath here to this man. He won, and these people are watching. It's a victory. And here's a 9 of Cups reversed. This is some type of an ending or something that somebody doesn't want anymore. And there's a recognition here because that is the picture of a recognition. I recognize my divine energy. I don't have to be unhappy. I don't have to stay in the wrong situation. You're focusing on some type of a renewal right here, Sagittarius. Yeah, and this guy's actually here. He's standing here at this kind of, looks like it's in the middle of the desert here, but it kind of looks like it's, I think he's paying homage here, paying some type of honor to this here. But this talks about a new direction and a renewal and a new path. And this is coming into play. There's some type of honor in this reading. I feel like it's honoring the past, but saying it's no good for me now. I feel like that's what's going on here. Here's the 5 of Cups reversed. And we have with it, this is a new beginning. And we have the King of Wands. And I feel like somebody has had a lot of regret in their life. And they're like, I don't want to live with regret anymore. I just want to go get what I need in my life. I went through an awakening now, and I see what's good for me and what's not good for me anymore. This is past regret. Maybe of how they treated you, I'm not sure, but there's major regret here. And also, this is like somebody having courage here because I'm not going to live in regret or dwell on the past. And that's why we have don't let the past hold you back with that card. There's courage in this reading. The Strength card's here. And the King of Wands is here with his, right, with his lion here. We have the Fool here. There's a victory and a defeat here, and somebody, stepping into their power. This is your person taking a leap of faith on you. This is taking a leap of faith on the divine, basically, because I'm not even sure if there's like connection, or not connection, but communication with this person, Sagittarius. But here, the Fool card could be, but this is somebody's taking a leap of faith based on their own best judgment, but it's really based on the divine. Because we have the Moon Stag. And in the advice here, this is finishing up the last touches here. That's what this man's doing. He's putting the church window in. They're watching him. They're going, those are cool. That's a nice stained glass window, right? Love stained glass. And so, here he is, and this is your advice. This person's finishing up some last details before they come forward. That's what's going on. In your environment, the 3 swords are coming out of the heart. Somebody's like unbreaking their heart, right? Guys remember that song by Toni Braxton? Unbreak my heart or unchain my heart, something like that. Unbreak my heart. But this is how you're affecting this person. This person could be like, maybe they have broken your heart in the past. This is how you affect them. I feel like this person wants to move on. If you guys have had a breakup in the past, they don't even want to talk about it. Maybe they're going to say they're sorry if they need to, but aside from that, this is all about the future. And this is how you affect them. They're taking the swords out of their own heart. This is about love triangles too, this card. Eight of Swords. Here's an ending. This is how you affect them. Here's the executioner. Yeah. Probably said a bad word to somebody, right? That's how it is these days, right? They're doing that on purpose, you guys. Just like, the stuff that they're introducing into the schools. That's all on purpose. There's an end game for that. Yeah. It's definitely not to help anybody as they put on, right? Now, Sagittarius, this is how you affect them. Here they are, removing the swords. A third party's ending because this lady's being walked to her death. It's possible they're putting this ending behind them that they had with you. But for me, we already have the stress card reversed, and the metamorphic is like leaving. It's for huge change, but it's leaving something where they felt trapped or you felt trapped, and there's a hardship here. This is an ending right here. This is ending some type of third party here. Now, it could be another relationship. I feel like it mostly is, but sometimes a third party is just the way you used to think. The way you think is everything, right? All your thoughts create your reality. That's why you ever look at some people and they're doing so well in their life, because their thoughts are positive. It's not only that, but that's what you manifest. You manifest what you think and what your self-talk and what you talk about. So we don't know if this is a third party, my point, if it's, a third person or some type of like way to think, right? Doctrine, for example, right? We were all kind of raised with some type. I mean, if you had some parents here who told you, hey, think for yourself and go find your greater truth, good for you. Maybe they were hippies. I'm not sure. But hey, most of us had like, a lot of us go to church and, do the right thing. And well, that's fine, right? Some of that was fine, but some of it was just about like too much control. And that's what I mean about doctrine, right? Where, or you should always stay with this person. If you marry somebody, you have to stay for the rest of your life. And that person could have tried to push you out the window last night, right? I'm saying here that there's something being left behind, and it could be a doctrine. It could be how, like, religious beliefs, kind of cultural beliefs, something's being rejected here for sure. And the Queen of Cups is what you want, and it's all for a new beginning because somebody loves you here big time. And here's the Queen of Swords. This is in your hopes and fears. This is playful energy here, the Queen of Cups. And here is the other Queen of Swords, right? And she is accepting the crown of glory, like a new beginning, like a victory. The angel's giving it to her. So it's noble and it's good, right? It is good. So you're hoping for this. You're hoping like for some type of compassion. I feel like what you are hoping for is for this person to come forward and be sweet and be good to you. And you want a victory with them. But if you're hoping this, maybe you're the person going after this. But there's a big change here, and somebody is stepping into the real person that they were kind of meant to be here. But they're only stepping into this because of an awakening and their divine source energy. So in your, and they realize it, right? Once you awaken, the Strength card is here in the outcome. Here's the Courage. Right? And this is kind of a trip. And let's look at your person's cards before we go to the extended. And here they are. And we start with the last quarter. Now, I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I feel like it probably means that this is, I feel like this person is finishing up something, some type of ending or something before they show up. Let's have a look at that card. See what it says, Sagittarius. Yeah. And this is creativity, release, and loss. There you go. This is your person's first card. I said something's ending here. And there's a victory and there's a loss. Yeah. Once again, things hang in the balance, but this card represents a creative come down that is a natural consequence of a creative success. With any aspect of life, to experience the highs, we also have to feel the lows. To enjoy the flow of abundance, we must also endure its ebb. This card indicates that a time of rest is in order, just along to process a journey you've been on. Your person is kind of like healing here. And they're releasing somebody here. There's a loss that they're experiencing, and they're kind of like, they're taking a break here to like feel it, right? Before you jump, before they come forward, I believe. Crossing your person, Sagittarius, was the Eight of Swords, and this is frustrations, feeling bound and gagged. This has been challenging them here. Why it's all happening is the Sun. This is marriage, happiness, and bright prospects in this particular deck. This person's coming forward to marry you. I feel like this person most likely felt really stuck in a marriage, most likely. But they're coming. I feel like definitely they're coming here. And they're releasing the stress. We have that card in the reverse, right? We're going to end this reading. We're going to have a 10-card spread for this person. And we're going to have a 10-card oracle and a 10-card tarot spread on them. And they're all super affordable. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. God bless everybody here for sure. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe.